yourself in the game. Money game, finance game, business game, entrepreneurial game, whatever game it is that fulfills you, that you were put on this earth to do, that's the game you need to be playing. You need to find your way into the game. Too many of you sitting on the bench, not getting anything done, not accomplishing what you're capable of, and you're going to die and leave this world with all that potential still on you. You're going to leave this world, and it'd be a sad, sad story and a sad, sad day when you die and leave this world full of potential that you never utilized, that you never took advantage of, that you never gave the energy to start working and pull something off. So potential is just what it is, because potential is the ability or the skill, the tool. Put it like that. All right, so potential is a tool. Potential is the tool that you are given, I could say responsibility, but you are given the privilege of having, right? So, and the responsibility. So I'll say it that way. So it's a tool that you are provided with from day one. Now, what you do with the tool is up to you. You can perfect it. You can be mediocre. You can be somewhat good, not great. You can be great and not good. But I promise you, you were not sent to this world to be broke. You were not sent to this world to be struggle life. You were not sent to this world to be dollar to dollar, paycheck to paycheck. You were not sent into this world to struggle. Now, I know that struggle is a part of the journey. I get that, but that's seasonal. The struggle should be seasonal. For me, it was seasonal. Now, I didn't know any better because I didn't have people like me telling me about it on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and so on. I thought that the struggle was permanent, but it turns out the struggle was just temporary. It was just seasonal. And when I figured that out, I was like, wait a minute. So because it's temporary, because it's seasonal, then the seasons have to change, and I have the ability to put myself in a better position because whatever I'm dealing with is not here to stay. And for many, many years, I was in financial bondage, purgatory, whatever you want to call it. I straight up had no money. Every time I got paid, it was pretty much transfer day. I would get paid, and then that money would exit my bank account, go into somebody else's bank account because I owed them money and I didn't know how to take care of myself. I only knew how to take care of everybody else. I only went to work to give money away to other people. I couldn't even pay myself. I couldn't even buy the things I wanted to buy. I couldn't give the kids the things they wanted. Christmas was a struggle. And so you don't have to be in that position. I was in that position because I didn't know how to get out. If you're in that position today with all this access through your smartphone to all these different teachers and all this online free information, if you're in a position of struggle right now financially, then it's your own fault. You're only there because you haven't taken the initiative. Bad drivers, man, I'll tell you. You're only there because you haven't taken the initiative to change your life. You're only in that situation because you haven't done the things that you're supposed to do to change your life. And now you jammed up. Now you're in a bad situation and you don't like it. You feel played, right? You feel like you're supposed to get some things out of life by now, and them things ain't show up because they told you could just manifest your way into privilege, and you could just manifest your way, whatever that is, into success, or you could just think hard about some things and these things are supposed to show up. So I'm not against manifestation. There is like an essence of manifestation that you could do if you want a better life. Sure, you can think about it. Sure, you can focus on it. Sure, you can dream about it. That's only going to help you open up and get some good ideas about how to accomplish it. But if you think it stops there, like, all right, I could get, somebody said, man, I'm buying your course soon. I'm driving, so I'm kind of stumbling. I don't really read this bad. but somebody said, man, I'm drunk. Oh, it went away. It was up there. Hold on. All right, so it says, man, I'm buying your course soon. Been thinking about doing the model you talk about. Just never tried it. And let's see, but now I will run campaigns myself, just find some work, fulfill the work. Man, listen, let me tell you, first of all, congratulations. Even though you have not acquired my course, because it really ain't buying, it's really investing. And the course is very affordable, like I always say, and I want it to stay that way. I was talking to one of the students I trained the other day, and he was like, man, this course is worth at least $2,500. And I was like, bro, I know. So if I charge almost 10 times less than that, then that means I'm giving you so much value that you can only appreciate what I'm doing for you and walk away from the table going, you know what? That was a damn good deal. And that's how I want it to be, because I want the average person out there to not be looking at their bank account and thinking like, man, I got to go borrow money to pay for this course. Nah, it ain't one of them $5,000 courses. It ain't anything like that. You can get this course, go grab it right now. I will say this, it was supposed to be regular price today, and with the touch of a button I could do that, but for the person that just messaged me, you go get it right now before the price change. You go get it, it's yours. And you get all the value. The course is 6+ hours. Man, I put a lot into it, but first of all, congratulations again for having the willingness, the want to say, you know what, I'm not gonna stay where I am. Wherever I am right now is because I haven't taken the initiative. I haven't done what I said I want to do. I've been talking it, I haven't been walking it. And I want my 2024 and my 2025 to look different. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invest in myself. I'm gonna go and enroll in that course, enroll in that program, study it, take notes, go back, restudy it, watch it several times because I can't get enough. And I'm gonna learn everything that you can teach me. And I'm gonna absorb it, and then I'm gonna use it to change my life. And then you look back 3, 4, 5 years down the road, you're making enough money to live how you wanna live. So, and I don't say this because people will be like, man, you're bragging. Listen, I'm not saying anything to brag or boast. I don't need you to feel any way about me. I don't need anybody to think anything about me. I don't need anybody's opinion of me. I don't care. I don't ask for it. Does not affect me. I know what my purpose is, right? But I'll say that since I've been doing this, I've been having the number one thing that I always wanted. Now, of course, I want money because I want to live a good lifestyle where I can drive these trucks, meet my wife for lunch in the middle of the day, do what we want to do, tell my wife, hey, you don't have to go to work today. Now, my wife loves what she does because we always talk about, hey, you can retire. We don't need your paycheck. But she likes what she does. She's a dental hygienist, so you don't have to retire people. That was just my goal until I found out, I'm really good at this. She liked this. And so, hey, boo, look, if you want to keep working and you want to work not as much, so she works part-time now, but if you want to work not as much, hey, that's fine, go ahead and do it. And so she does that, but she only works part-time. By the way, hit thumbs up if you like what you're hearing so far and you want to hear some more. And so she's like, I'll just work part-time. And I'm like, okay, I'm good with that. I have no problems with that at all. And so she's doing part-time work, whatever days. But we really don't need the paycheck, and we can really do what we want to do. In fact, I'll let y'all in on some inside stuff. We are in the process of finding some land here a little bit outside of Dallas to build our dream home. So that's where we're headed next. Now, if I had a 9-to-5, it'd be hard to do that because I'd be capped on how much money I can make. I always got to sell my time or that paycheck's not going to be worth anything. I got to sell as much time as I can. Hey, how much are y'all willing to pay? $20. All right, I got 60 hours a week I can give to you. And that ain't freedom. Money is good, but let me tell you what the real win is. Time. Because you can lose money, get it back. But you can never, under any circumstances, get your time back. The real win is your time. And that's why I always focus on, hey, get your time back. Get your time back. Whatever you got to do, get your time back. And that's all I focus on, is trying to get my time back, guys. That's it. And I want you guys to be the same way. Only focus on getting your time back. Now, going back to the message just now where he was like, hey, I'll find someone to do the work. Listen, that's all Uber does. We don't even have to think hard. Now, if we were coming up with this out of the blue and nobody else was doing it, that'd be one thing, man. We got to go in here and figure this thing out. We got to prove this concept works. You ever watch Shark Tank? One of the things they do is, one of the things they're big on is saying, hey, who's buying from you? How many customers do you have? Because what they want you to do is prove the concept. Those guys are investors. They don't want to do the work. They just want to invest in something that's already gained traction and has the potential to blow up, and they're there to blow it up, right? And so they'll say something along the lines of, hey, how many customers do you have? How much have you put into the business and whatnot? And so what they're asking is, have you proved the concept? It's a great idea in front of us. Has anybody proved that it's an actual good product and they want it? Prove the concept. That means, has anybody bought this from you? That's cute. Has anybody said yes and given you money in exchange for your product? So Uber does this. They've already proved the concept. That's my point. Facebook, Uber, Airbnb, already proven the concept. All we got to do, guys and ladies, all we got to do is follow the lead. Follow the lead, right? They already do it. That's what changed my life in 2020, when I was like, let me start focusing on this a little more. I was like, nobody's doing this. Let me see if I can really punch the gas on this and get into this and figure my way out, because nobody was teaching it. Oh, how I wish somebody would have been teaching it, because I made a lot of mistakes. I lost a lot of money. And I made a lot of mistakes because I didn't know what I was doing. And so, bad for me, good for you. Bad for me, good for you that those mistakes were made. So now you can follow what I've done and say, hey, show me how to not make the mistakes you made so I can win faster. That's why learning from other people is so important and so valuable, because now you don't have to make the mistakes that other people have already made. All you have to do is do what they tell you to do. All you have to do is do what they tell you to do. I'm getting text messages as I drive. So hang in there with me. My wife's texting me, y'all. I always say, look, somebody was messaging me the other day, and I gave them so much good content, and they were like, man, you blessed me so much. What can I give you in exchange? I was like, man, look, you got the course. You don't owe me anything. That's fair. But if you want to buy me and my wife lunch, fine, send me $25. I'll take it. I'll take my wife out to somewhere she likes. She's not that fancy. She likes Applebee's and Chili's because she likes the cake with the ice cream, and she'll go out and get that thing, and which is fine with me. I have no problems with that. I like whatever she likes. I like whatever she likes, and I'm okay with that 100%. So we're probably gonna find something cool to do today, since we got some time here in Dallas. But again, back to what I was saying, guys. And by the way, for the guy who was mentioning that, yes, when you start a business today, listen to me and listen to me good. Don't ever think about doing the work. Only think about getting the work done. Only think about getting the work done. Whenever I think about a business now, because I was thinking about, this is probably a couple months ago, and I saw the company, and the company was the orange and green guys, college hunks. And I was like, man, if I started a college hunk job, and one of my friends was like, hey, if you started it, how would you move all that stuff? And I was like, man, when I talk about starting a business, I'm not talking about moving anything. I'm not talking about cooking anything. When I talk about starting a cleaning service, I'm not thinking about cleaning. And this is for the person who left that comment. So we going to hit on this right now while I'm driving. And I'm being safe, y'all, because I'm looking at the road. I got space in front of me. I don't know how to switch the camera around so you can see, but I got a little space in front of me here in Dallas. See, there we go. So road's all clear. Y'all don't have to worry about me. I am watching. I think I'm up in Irving, a Grapevine or something like this now. So anyway. And that guy looks a little frustrated while he's driving that truck. He needs to get my course and change his life. Hit thumbs up if this is making sense to you. Hit thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. And again, for me, for the situation, I was just sitting there like, man, listen, when I talk about starting a business, I'm not talking about doing the work. So if I'm middlemaning, and that's all I would ever do, I'm never going to think about doing the work. As the middleman, here's my thought process. Hey, what do people need? Blah, blah, blah. Perfect. Who's doing it? Not me. They're doing it. Perfect. Hey, you need a customer. I know you do because you're in business. And you're probably not good at getting customers because I got news for you. 90%, that's probably underrated. 90% of small businesses don't know how to get customers. Most of them don't want to do the part where they get customers. They don't even want to market. Most small business owners are answering the phones, right? They're doing the work. They don't want to deal with customers, right? I know because I know a good bit of them. When I was in the moving industry, I was finding guys to be like, yo, how come y'all aren't busy today? Hey man, the phone's ringing, but I'm not that good on the phones, right? And there they go again, thinking that it's got to be you. It doesn't have to be you. Your job in starting a middleman business, 3 steps I got for you. That's it. It ain't going to be any more than that. We're going to keep this thing simple, KISS, right? Keep it simple. 3 steps. You're going to book the job, get a deposit. That's where you get paid. And then dispatch, BDD. Book, deposit, dispatch. Say it with me. Book, deposit, dispatch. Guys, this is so easy. I promise you, my 3-year-old son, Weston, can do this. I promise you he can. He's only 3. Right? Now, he can't get on the phone and sell and talk like that. He'd probably say something crazy in the middle of it and start picking in his nose or something. I don't know. You know, I'm 3 years old. But what I'm trying to say is, my son, this what's the word? This process or this blueprint is so simple that even my 3-year-old can understand, hey, don't do the work. Don't do the work. Let's go through a list of businesses who already proved the concept. Remember, I say Shark Tank investors are always saying, do you have customers? Have you sold anything? All they're asking is, hey, other than you and your mama, who has bought a product from you to prove to me, the investor, that they want your product? That's all they're saying is, you got any evidence to show that people want this? And that's proof of concept. That's proof of concept. And so the businesses are like, yeah, I got evidence for proofs of concept, 100%. And so, and guys, I'm about to stop. I'm about to be pulling over in like 5 minutes. And then we're going to talk some more because I'm almost up to the mall in Grapevine. I told you, I'm going to the mall today, and I'm going into Victoria's Secret today because today is my birthday. So today, January the 8th, is your boy's birthday. And so I like to make my birthday about other people. So I like to give instead of getting, because I gotta be honest with you, mostly with guys, when we pass 30, even before that, but when we pass 30, you don't have to get us a Christmas gift, mama. I know you're gonna do it. Please, you don't have to go out there and think about that. Just a Merry Christmas is fine. You don't have to give me anything for my birthday. Hey man, happy birthday. God bless. I'm good with that. Now, if you want to send me a Cash App, you're welcome to send it to my moving service Cash App, showing you again that I actually have a moving service. I don't just talk about it. I do it. So if you want to go check us out, we're at jumpingjackmovers.com. You can go over there right there now and see my moving service. But if you want to buy me lunch today, I'm okay with that. I don't care if it's Subway or what do I like? I like Panda. If you want to go get me that, then look, you're free to cash app me at, I guess, $ Jumping Jack Movers, all one word. And you'll see the logo and whatever pop up, and you're free to cash out me at that. I have no problems with that at all. So if you guys want to bless me, then shoot it over. I have no problems with that at all. Go ahead and shoot it over. But that's not what this is about. So where am I going? I don't know. I hope I'm going the right way. Sometimes I get lost, man. There's so many interstates up here. I know I'm by the airport, but sometimes I do get messed up. There's so many interstates up here in Dallas. I've never seen anything like it. I come from a smaller town, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. That's where I grew up. But living in Dallas has been totally different. So I gotta, again, guys, and I'm doing this video just to give you some content. By the way, if you got a question or comment, drop it while I'm still on here. Now's the time to drop it. Don't sit on that question. Don't sit on that comment. Let it go. Because if I can't answer, there might be somebody who can. So go ahead and drop it. Let's see what we all can come up with. And so, but again, responding to that great question or that great comment where it's like, hey man, I need to get in this course and I need to get people to do the work. Listen, that's the beauty of what we do. I'll prove it to you. Let's go through a list of companies who are already middleman. You ready? Some of them are going to shock you because you never thought about it, but trust me, they do it. You ready? Let's go. Google. Google's worth how much money? Nobody knows. Stupid amounts of money. Google middlemans. Right? Think about it. Google provides what? There's no Google product. You can't order a Google whatever. There's no tangible product. It ain't something you can put your hands on. They just connect. Right? That's all they do. Here's one gonna shock you. Tinder, the dating app where nobody looks like their profile pics. Tinder is a middleman business. Guy wants a girl, girl wants a guy. Y'all never gonna meet each other out in public. Why not us introduce you two to each other with just a swipe? And we'll get paid for your subscription. Middleman. Let's keep going. Because we can. Ready for another one? Airbnb. Airbnb connects someone who needs a place to stay to someone who has a place to stay. Airbnb connects the person who needs a place to stay to the person who has a place to stay and needs a place to stay there. So they connect the homeowner, so to speak, to the person who needs a home for that night. Now, does Airbnb own the homeowner? No. Do they own the home? No. Do they own the tissue in the bathroom? No. But what are they worth? Billions. How did they do that? By creating a platform that allows the two to connect. They introduce you and get paid. I could go on and on. This does not end. Uber. Does Uber own the driver? No. Does Uber own the rider? No. Does Uber own the car? No. Does Uber put gas in your car? No. Uber owns none of that. But what are they worth? Billions of dollars. Why? Because Uber connects the driver to a rider. What is Uber doing? They're middlemaning. All of these companies are doing one thing, playing the middleman. They figured out that they don't have to do the thing. All they have to do is introduce you, the person who needs the thing done, to be the business who can do the thing that the person needs done. So they said, hey, you're a business that does A, B, and C. We're going to create a platform where customers can find your business. And when they do, we're going to introduce you to them, and then we're going to get paid for their connection. It's just matchmaking, y'all. That's all it is. Told y'all I would stop at the mall. It's just matchmaking. Somebody left a comment. Let's get on it because I don't want to miss it. Yeah, man, great value and you're genuine. I'm going to definitely invest my money. Happy I found your channel, brother. How much do you spend on ads to acquire appointments for your partners? Man, that's a great question. And again, congratulations, because the number one thing that's going to change your life, it's not going to be the money you spend. It's not going to be the results you get back. It's not going to be any of that. It's going to be, because this is the thing that's going to separate those who live the life they want to live, separate them from the people who live the life they have to live. There's a big difference between living how you want to live and living how you have to live. And that difference is going to come from how you think, your mindset. And so your mindset is a winning mindset to where you wake up in the morning, you go, hey, I got to change something so I can get the results I want to live how I want to live. And that's an investment. So I'm glad you said that, because that's an investment. We're not buying, we're not purchasing. No, we're investing. We're investing in ourselves. When I get up and do this video, I'm investing in you. When I get up and spend days, probably weeks, working on that course, mapping it out, trying to get every question that could possibly be asked. At the end of the course, guys are like, hey, can you help me with the templates just to give me, got you, check your email, doing all that stuff, go and pull that stuff up, right? Because the reason I do it is because I want you guys to win, and not just win on a high level, because we want to create wealth for our children's children. That's where I want to be. That's what I think about. I'm like, hey, my son's 3, Weston's 3. One day Weston's going to be 30. He's going to have his own family. How do I create wealth for Weston and wealth for his children, my grandchildren, before they even arrive? And I think about those things. And I want you to think about those things, because we got to think long. But no more doing all the work. There are plenty of companies out there that's willing to do the work. They are not willing to get the customers, but they're willing to do the work. There are companies out there who's very good at doing the work, and they suck at getting the customers. Magic. Now you roll in and say, I suck at doing the work. In fact, I don't even know how to do that. But what I'm good at is getting you customers. So if you stand right here, I'll go ahead and get you a customer. And what is that? Well, that's game changing, because now you got somebody who's getting you a customer. Man, I appreciate all the thumbs up. I need to start doing this more often, doing these lives and breaking this stuff down. If you want that, smash thumbs up and let me know. If I got 25 thumbs up on this video, I'm gonna turn around and do a live one night, and I'll let you know in advance. And we're gonna break this thing down on my training board. 25 likes, and we're gonna do that. Just get me to it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. But again, man, thank you, first of all, because you were thanking me for making this channel, man. I owe you the thanks for giving me the privilege to be able to share this with you. So because I could continue doing this with my moving service and my cleaning service and take it to the grave, but that's not value. To give it out is to create the fruit, produce the fruit, and then feed everybody else. Reason I do it that way is because here's what I do know. The tree never eats its own fruit. Whatever we're blessed with, our job is to give it to everybody else. In exchange, you get blessed. So when you're out there, I don't know if it's Wada or Wada, I'm gonna go with Wada, but when you're out there, you're gonna be blessing other people, because as you make money, you're gonna be helping those companies make even more. So going back to your question, how much do you spend on ad to acquire appointments and whatnot for the partners? It can vary, to be honest with you. It varies. The way I teach it in the course is I want you to be very strategic. So, and I'm very strategic. So whenever I started out, I was already online. I was already moving fast. I already had kind of a customer base. So when I converted from actually going out and do the moves, and I got rid of all that equipment and all those crews and went back to just me, and I started booking, depositing, and dispatching, I was getting a lot of calls and a lot of business, and it flooded me, and I was overwhelmed. In fact, I was second guessing whether or not I should be doing it, because I wasn't ready to handle all that. So to answer your question, I'll answer 2 ways. Number one, You don't want to be too busy in the beginning. I know this is going to sound strange, but trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You don't want to be too busy in the beginning because it's going to overwhelm you. My advice to everybody who's doing this, and I know you guys are watching, you're ready to get the masterclass and learn this. My advice is this. Let's see. My advice is simply, okay, trying to see something real quick. But my advice is simply this. Let's see. It says, give me a second. Are we back? All right, we're back. So my advice is simply this. If you start off and you start running like paid advertising and whatnot, you're going to get a lot of calls. And because you're still learning the business, that could help you and that could hurt you. It could help you in the sense that you're going to make money, yes. But at the same time, you're probably going to make more mistakes than you should have. And you might get the wrong ISP, service provider. You might get bad customers. You might get a service provider who does a bad job and the customer complains. So I always say, hey, don't worry about the money. Here's what I want you to focus on. Process first. Work on your business, and you'll see it in the masterclass. Work on your business for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I recommend a minimum of 90 days where you just go fast enough, right? You don't want to be promoting everywhere because your phone's going to be blowing up and you're going to get overwhelmed because you haven't hired your VA yet. And I don't want you to do that until 3 to 6 months from now. But if your phone's blowing up, then you could be in a world of trouble because even though you're going to be making money, you're going to have a bunch of customers on the back end who's not happy. You're going to have a bunch of ISPs who's not happy. And the number one thing you want, more than money, more than anything, is when the customer and the business walk away from your connections. So when you find a customer and then you find a service provider, you want them both to walk away feeling like it was a win-win. Because if they walk away feeling like it was a win-win, they'll do it again. You don't want them walking away because you're rushing through this process. You don't want them walking away feeling like, that's not somebody I want to work with. We didn't have the information we needed. The customer was a bad customer. We didn't get all the details. We didn't get our questions answered. Customers not happy because they're like, these guys ain't bring this. They didn't take care of that. And you made money, yes, but now everybody's had a bad experience. So that's why I recommend, hey, a minimum of 90 days with your business before you start trying to go fast. So with that being said, to answer your question, how much money? You don't have to spend a lot of money right away because if you get into the paid advertisements, the phone's going to ring very quickly, right? And then you might find yourself in a position where you're overwhelmed. You don't want to feel that way, not in the beginning. My advice to you is to organically get leads. And I teach this in the course also. Use certain things. I teach like 5 or 6 different steps to get organic leads in your area. So if your phone is ringing 2 or 3 times a day and you're closing those jobs, fine, you're making money. And you're pacing yourself enough to where you can understand your business, study your business, get familiar with your business and your process. And then you can come back in 3 months and say, all right, we're doing paid advertising. We're ready to roll. I mean, rock and roll, right? And let me see. Excuse me, guys. Let my wife know that I'm here. We're about to meet up for some lunch. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to take a little break and get something straight. But again, if you go hard and just advertise, paid advertising, your phone's going to blow up. So you can find yourself without enough contractors, without enough ISPs. You can find yourself not knowing the entire script, stumbling on the phone. You can find yourself booking jobs that you can't dispatch. And we don't want to be in a position where we're booking jobs that we can't dispatch. And so we don't want to be doing that. And that's why it's very, very important that you learn your business and your process and your systems first. So here's what I'll say. Before you go out and get your first customer, then I want you to understand your business. understand your script. Somebody said happy birthday. I appreciate it. Look, if y'all want to bless me, I'm telling you, y'all don't have to. But if y'all want to bless me and buy me lunch today, $ Jumpin' Jack Movers. You're welcome to cash out me a couple dollars. I'm thankful for it. In fact, for my birthday today, I was supposed to change the course price back to the original price, which is $4.97, but after I finish everything out, it's going to go up to $9.97. But right now, the course is only $2.97. Go get it ASAP. It's a birthday special, just me blessing you guys, because it was supposed to be changed today. But I'll let you in on a little secret. I completely forgot about my birthday. And so my birthday is not about me getting anything. It's about me giving to you and giving to everybody else. So I'm going to go in Victoria's Secret in a second and buy my wife some secret things from Victoria. And it's not even her birthday, but I just like blessing other people. So I'm giving you this. And if you want to bless me, $ Jumpin' Jack Movers, you're welcome to Cash App over there. They'll let me know it's in there, and I appreciate it. In fact, I'll get an alert on my phone, I believe. And if you want to send some money, buy me lunch, I'm okay with that. So thank you. But again, and whoever commented that, I really appreciate it. Earl, my boy Earl, man, I appreciate it. And but go slow, Wada. Take your time. Let your process, listen to me good. Your process and how to run your business is 10 times more important than you making money. Because I promise you, don't worry about the money. It's going to be there. These customers need you. These businesses need you. They're going to pay you. But make sure your process is right. This is my advice, doing it the wrong way. Don't do it the way I did it, where I was like, I'm getting bombarded. Oh my gosh, I don't even have anybody. I got a job booked for 2 days. I don't even have anybody. And so, but now I got it down. And so I want you to get it down. That's why I always recommend, hey, get up to 25 if you can in your area. Get the minimum 10, anywhere from 10 to 25. 25 is better. 10 to, because I always say it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. 25 as often as you can. Those 25 will provide you with ample amount of ISPs. They're always going to be looking for work. They're going to be texting you, contacting you, calling you on your other phone. Don't use your personal phone. If you got to start that way, that's fine. But you got to get the course so I can teach you all of this. I'm only giving you like a 1% of what I'm supposed to be giving you, or what I can be giving you. But anyway, we finished the training the other night. Guys were hitting me up the next day, God honest truth, like, hey man, I've already got my business blah 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 set up. We're working on a website. We're about to take off. More than one. I was like, oh my gosh, I underestimated how quickly these guys are going to move. I thought they were going to be, it's just me. I thought these guys are going to be like, man, give me a week. I'm going to have this thing going. Man, they were hitting me up the next day. After that, hey, what's a good way to put this ad together for that? Just on and on and on. And I'm going to teach that too. So one thing I recommend up front, Wada, look, is just run a Craigslist ad. It's not going to blow your business up. It's going to give you some customers, because you just want consistent calls. So if you're like me and you're booking $150 per booking, then if I get 3 calls a day, that ain't going to blow my business up, but it's going to give me time to work through the process. And here's what I mean. Hey, a call comes in, and now we've expanded. So there's Jumpin' Jack Movers and there's Jumpin' Jack Cleaners. I could have named it something else, Cleaners, but I like Jumpin' Jack. So you don't, as you guys start moving into different industries, and don't do that until you're about 6 months or more into your business. Don't be in a hurry to do that. But once you get the blueprint, you could go anywhere and do anything. So I have the blueprint for middleman. I can literally, let's see, just looking around. All right, there's an AC and heating truck right here. I can literally go to this guy and say, hey, hand me your business card. And then I got the information and I can middleman for him and get paid. All I got to do is be like, hey, you go do the work. I'm going to find you a customer. What do you charge? And I'm being vague, but that's how simple it is. Hey, what do you charge? Hey, I charge, we charge $250 for blah, blah, blah. Bet. I'm gonna go get some customers who need blah, blah, blah. And then I'm gonna charge them $275. No, I'm gonna charge them $300, because I would. I'm gonna charge them $300, but I'll call it $297 so it don't sound like $300. Again, that's why you need the course. Please go get it, so you can learn how to sell too without having to go through all that. So $297, I'm gonna teach you entire sales vocabulary. $297, and then I know he charges $250, right? And then I'm going to hit him up and then say, hey, it's a $250 job, but if I provide you with a customer, are you willing to do it for $200? Yeah, absolutely. Bam, $100 deposit, I'm taking. because he only wants 200. The customer's paying 300. I'll take the difference, which is $100. Now I'm sitting on $100. I do that 3 times a day. I make 300. Now, that ain't a lot of money, but if you do that every day, just three bookings a day, you're still at 9,000 a month, right? I didn't even make that in my first year. I only made 77,000, which was like 6,000 a month. That's all I did. Some months were better than others. Some days were better than others. I really knew I had something one day when I came home and I had like $1,600. I was like, holy crap. So I told my wife, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I might have something here. And, but again, I could book that job. All of a sudden I'm middlemaning, right? I run an ad in his area. We're in Dallas. Hey, heating and AC, if you need that check, get a quick quote, call us. Bam. Hey, I was calling about your ad on Craigslist. I want to get a quick quote on the on that. Yeah, bet. And go through that, right? And yeah, we'll go ahead and set you up. We'll go ahead and schedule, get that information, try to set it for 48 hours out because you don't want to be in a hurry doing this. But even if you do it 3 times a day, you got $300, and the calls are coming in steady, but they're pacing you enough to where you get that call at 9 o'clock in the morning. Because there's always early morning calls. And then you go through that process. 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, I booked this job. All right, I got paid. I got my deposit. Now I got to find somebody to dispatch it to. All right, and so now you're going to set up. All right, how do I dispatch it? And there's apps and stuff you can use like Booking Koala that'll put it on a calendar and people can get it. But let's just say you're not on there right now because that's a better way to do it. That's how we do it. So it hits the calendar and then it alerts everybody in the area, and then first come, first serve. And there's another trick you can do to make money from the contractors. You can get the contractors to pay you, but you got to get the course to find that out, because that, if I tell you that, it's not going to be fair to those who've already invested. And again, the course doesn't cost much. Please go get it. But there's another way to make money. I'm just telling you, that's a bonus. You got to go get it. And you'll be invited to the live trainings with me. That's going to be VIP in the future. Might be like $2,500. But if you get the course right now, you could get all that included for free. I'm just telling you, I'm blessing you. So go get it. But all right, so you got the call. You're going to work through the process. Then you're going to go ahead and dispatch it. Right? And now the dispatch has been taken out. I got his business card. I know exactly who to call. If he's not available, I'm calling 10 others. Hey, I got this. You ready? Right? And so we work through the process. You send the electronic paperwork out so they can fill it out and sign it. They sign on to your brand you send out the service agreement for them. You send out the customer service agreement. We'll help you with that. You send out the agreement between you and the ISP. We'll help you with that. Right? You need terms and conditions for your website. We'll help you with that. You need a script, so when the customer call and you ain't just rambling, we'll help you with that. Well, I'm telling you, we got all this for you. We got an incentive program. Oh, maybe I texted the wrong person. Give me a second. We got an incentive program, and everything's in place. Everything's in place. We got an incentive program for you. It's going to bless your socks off. I promise you, if we get 25 likes, I'm going to do this for you. But again, today's my birthday. Cash App is $ jumping jack movers, one word. You'll see the purple logo or my face, one of them. Anyway, if you want to buy me lunch, I'm okay with that for my birthday. Otherwise, a happy birthday shout out works. And if you want to get the course, the birthday special is going on right now. Click the link that's going to be in the first comment below. Besides, you don't even have to wait for me. Just go over to middlemanceo.com, click join, and you're already there. So the video is going to change a little bit. Let me see how this does. All right, not that. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, from the side how to do this. And I don't really know how to do it. So there's some other things, but don't really know how to do it. So, all right, guys, I was trying to leave the link, but I'll put in the first comment below, but you don't have to wait for that. If you're ready, you're serious about your business, serious about your life, serious about change, go to middlemanceo.com, click join, and I'll see you over there. Otherwise, have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace, peace, and mo peace. And please, Don't let another year go by without you maxing out your life and doing the best you can. You know you can do it. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. You owe it to those around you. Go be the best you can be, right? Go be the best you can be. Click the link, get in the Middleman Masterclass. I'll see you over there, guys. Be blessed. Peace.